Well, you guys, today we have a turbocharged dumbass on the chopping block, and it is an entrepreneur guru that goes by the ridiculous name Derek Moneyberg. And off the rip, court is in fucking session because what kind of name is Derek Moneyberg? Okay, that's like the equivalent of calling yourself Derek Dollarberg, Derek Pesoberg, Derek Sheckelberg. Now, as I've already said, Derek is one of these entrepreneur gurus. He is the lowest of the low. I hate individuals like this because he is a professional snake oil salesman. He is a charlatan, and his entire business, model revolves around scamming people and taking advantage of them. Now, as of late, Derek has been laying low because everybody is aware that his guru program is an absolute scam. So, the genius Derek figured that he had to tap in to a new audience, and Derek has basically started a new grift where he is paying martial artists, MMA fighters, UFC fighters to elevate and promote his status as a fake black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I will admit, this is one of the more unorthodox techniques that I've ever seen, as now Derek has fully immersed himself in the MMA community. He's hanging out with UFC champions Marab and Alex Pereira, taking pictures with MMA fighters and making them wear his branding. I mean, look at this stupid fucking Moneyberg coin. I mean, this is genuinely one of the worst pieces of apparel that I've ever seen in my fucking life. Now, for those of you out there that are probably wondering, well, how do you know that Derek Moneyberg, Derek Peso Man, is a fake black belt? Let's take a look at his so-called accolades that earned him his black belt. Derek claims that he has spent 3.5 years training jiu-jitsu. He has spent over 3,000 hours with some one-on-one training. He trains with the best training team in history, and he's taken 0 days off. Nothing but hustle, loyalty, and respect in the jiu-jitsu gym. Now, with these stats, Derek is proposing that he is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu prodigy because, keep in mind, typically it takes somewhere between 7 to 15 years to earn a black belt in jiu-jitsu. It's a big slap in the face. It's very disrespectful for Derek to try to sit here and act like he earned this the hard way, when really he paid all these fighters off to, prop up his fake status as a black belt. And I just want to show you some of his rolling, some of his miraculous skill here. It's on screen. Wow, what is this? He's putting his foot on this guy's cock, and I have never seen a, rear naked choke executed in this position. You want to know why? Because this is improper technique. And don't even get me started on Derek's striking form. This guy has so much power in these fucking kicks. He's basically Galaxy Buster level. But enough of my yapping. Enough of my pseudo-intellectual breakdown. I'm wrong. Obviously, I'm a beta. I'm a white belt on the mat. So we're going to let Derek explain himself.
I got my black belt in 3 years and 7 months.
You're top 1% in multiple fields. It's not just fighting, right? Business, stocks, you could probably name a few more.
It's not even a cocky thing. It's just objectively true of, like, if we go to the gym and lift weights, I'm stronger than more than 99% of the people in the gym. Even with all the UFC guys, a lot of the UFC guys I've trained with, and the other ones, I'm not calling them out or challenging them, but I'm like, yeah, I'll be happy to train with you, respectfully. And so, many of the top fighters in the world, the people that know me and trained with me, said amazing things. And then, of course, people around them, of course, they ask, hey, that guy, is that legit? And they'd be like, yeah. But, for people that don't train much, or people that took, 12, 15 years to get their belt, they're a little offended by that. I put in the same number of hours. I just did it in a more compressed amount of time.
That was so much brain rot slop coming from Derek's mouth. No, not slop. That was absolute sludge. You want to know why these fighters are telling you to your face, Derek? Oh my God, Derek Dollarberg, you're the best grappler. You're so good. You know why they're saying that? Because you're fucking paying them, you absolute imbecile. I swear to God, this dude's face pisses me off so much. He looks like a grown baby. He looks like if a baby accidentally fell onto a steroid needle, and started taking testosterone and Deca. Now, as Derek mentioned, a lot of fighters have a big problem with his fake black belt status, and one of them, the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Sean Strickland, actually confronted Derek Sheckelberg here, and this was absolutely embarrassing.
Crazy enough, guys. Look who I ran into. This guy's real big, real jacked. He says, why do I call him a scumbag on the internet? This is why I asked. And again, you could say...
So you got to do that for camera. You can't have a private conversation like an adult. You can only do things for the internet. You can't have a private
Because
conversation.
what I have to say is factual, and you guys...
It's not factual.
So you guys, let me tell you why I don't... Would I like to get free money from this guy? Yeah, sure, dude. Would I pay me money for...
But Sean, when I just asked you, hey, you have a conversation...
Well, you asked me why I called you a scumbag.
Then you need to have your camera. You can only talk on the internet.
But I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I called you a scumbag.
Only on the internet.
But I'll tell you why I called you a scumbag.
You're the one being the fucking scumbag right
No,
now.
I'll tell you why.
I'm saying it to your face.
I'll tell you why.
So this is an absolute violation. Sean Strickland whips out his phone and he starts talking shit to Shuckleberg, and why wouldn't he? Okay, Sean Strickland could probably actually murder this man if he wanted to. And Derek is back here saying, Sean, you can only do this for the camera. You can't have a conversation with a grown man. And Sean Strickland says, look, everyone talks about you. We know that you're paying these fighters to prop up your fake black belt status. You're wondering why I'm calling you a scumbag. It's because you are one. And Derek is sitting here saying, you can't have these conversations with me off camera. What are you going to do? Are you going to do something, Derek? Come on. Show us why you got that black belt. I want to see you put it to use. You're not a black belt, Derek. You ain't even a white belt. You're a bitch belt. So shout out to Sean Strickland, because whereas all these other MMA fighters and even legends sold out to Derek Pittsburgh here, Sean Strickland actually, he kept his morals about him. But actually, Sean, you better watch your fucking mouth, because Derek is out here on a podcast calling you out and claiming that you couldn't even survive 5 minutes on the jiu-jitsu mat with him, bro. Oh, I'm sure he's shaking in his boots.
I don't think you could tap me in 5 minutes. You want to say all this tough guy? I've tried to be a gentleman to him several times. I think he just wants to talk for clicks and views. And that's okay if you want to talk. But then when you get into the realm of saying like disparaging things that are bad for my reputation and bad for my business, well, now you owe me money.
Yeah, he is pretty unfiltered.
It's not just unfiltered, it's detached from reality at that point. The things that he's saying are just simply not true. You can say you doubt my black belt, but you can't say that I steal money from people, you're a scammer, you're this or that. It's like, it's just not true.
Yeah.
It's disappointing. I would have liked to have a different type of relationship with him.
I'm sorry. I may be way too confused, but Derek, why do you want a relationship with this guy that just exposed you and embarrassed you in front of his entire fan base? I know what kind of relationship you want with Sean Strickland. You want to give him your credit card, your MasterCard, and say, Sean Strickland, you ring this bitch out, you ring this card out dry, and be my best friend and lie about my combat experience. And Derek, there's some people out here in the world that don't really view that as an authentic relationship. I know being authentic and real it's a kind of far-fetched theory for you, okay? But some people don't live their life off of a transaction. I also find it very entertaining that Derek is insistent on the fact that Sean Strickland couldn't tap me in 5 minutes on a jiu-jitsu mat. Why is that even relevant? He probably actually could, but this is a man that could probably actually beat you to death in the streets if he saw you. And when you saw him and he pulled out his phone and started talking shit to you, you didn't do anything. So stop acting like a tough guy, man. You are softer than baby shit. I guess my biggest problem with this is Derek is disrespecting the integrity of martial arts, how hard some people actually work in the gym their entire lives to reach these heights and achievements. And he's trying to normalize some transactional ideology that anyone can become a jiu-jitsu black belt, a karate black belt, a fucking black belt at life if you just pay enough money. That's like, okay, fuck it, I can pay Raiden from Mortal Kombat to become an elder god at this point. Like, this is a really dangerous idea that Derek is playing with, because he is giving himself this false confidence that he has legit skill to defend himself, to compete in grappling tournaments and not get seriously fucked up. In fact, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I would pay top dollar, premium silver shekels to see Derek Moneyberg compete in a jiu-jitsu tournament. I myself would actually fly out and grapple with Derek, but I'm actually kind of scared that, he might leave me in a condition that my family would never want to see me in. I might have to roll around in a fucking wheelchair and a walker for the rest of my life, because Derek the black belt's gonna get you. I mean, this entire situation is absolutely pathetic, and Derek is gonna learn the hard way one day that you may be able to fake your entrepreneurship skills online and rip people off with these guru programs. But the beautiful thing about fighting is it's 100% real, baby. You can't fake that. And one day he is gonna try this tough guy shit with the wrong person and probably get manhandled. But, anyways, Derek is not only a fraudulent entrepreneurial scammer, he's also the fakest black belt ever. And I actually want to see him in Street Beefs, okay? So, Derek, go to Street Beefs. Go fight Death Sentence, really prove your worth. But until then, let me know what you guys thought about this entire situation in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on those bell notifications. Like the video, comment, hype the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.